What's good, fam? It's your girl, Coach Shannon, here today, and I am coming to you with something a little heavy. But I want you to be open to receiving some information that will help you to be able to go to the next level, to find your post parenting purpose, your post whatever it is purpose, after a season has ended and a new one is beginning. Um, Okay, I'm just gonna do it. I was just sitting up there one day on the porch because I got a lake in the backyard and everything, and I was just sitting out there listening and just chilling. I like to watch the birds. My kids tell me I'm getting old, but that's okay. I like nature. It just calms me down. And I was just sitting out there thinking, like, after hearing some people's responses to empty nesting and their kids leaving and feeling like they're alone and have been abandoned and feeling like I've even heard I feel dead inside because their kids have left the house. I was like, dang, God, like that's so sad. Like I felt bad, and that's why I'm here, and that's why I've created this channel, because that's not a way to live your life. It's not a way to feel. Like, feelings are real, but are they necessarily the truth? Like, that's heavy. And my goal, my heart, my purpose is to help people transition and navigate the transitions of life so you can continue to live, because we still here and we still are called to do something. And yes, we were parents for a long time and we're still parents. And I say this all the time, we're still parents. We're just not actively parenting. And that does not mean our life has ended. It means that a season of our life has changed. It's not. We're grieving the change. I gotta adapt. I gotta adjust. I gotta accept it. I gotta acknowledge it, and I want to. And that keeps us stuck in transition. So I'm sitting on the porch, and y'all, God was like, I was just thinking about, because I was a young mom. Like I have no, I can't hide it. My daughter is 15 years younger than me, my oldest, and then I have another one who's 18 years younger than me, and then my baby is 21 years younger than me. So I was a very young mom. And I can remember some of the other young moms that were around me saying, well, I'm going to have this baby because I'll always have somebody to love me. Mm-hmm. Heard something like that before. Put it in the chat if you heard that. Like, my child will be the one to love me forever. Maybe the relationship with their father didn't work out well. Maybe, there was a breakup. Maybe you chose wrong. Maybe there's so many situations of how you ended up being maybe a single mom, empty nester, or even married somebody. Like I married somebody that I wasn't even supposed to be married to. I know that now. Didn't know it then, but I was doing it to save face. I got married to make it look better because I didn't want to be looking like I was a trip out here in these streets. When in actuality, I was a trip out here in these streets because I didn't know who I was. And as I'm sharing this with you now, I want to put it out there, like a lot of us had our kids and unintentionally put a pressure. I'm going to tell you three things we did. Let me back up a little bit. When we made that declaration that my child is going to love me, I'll have somebody to love me in this world. I won't be alone in this world. Y'all, we did three things. We unintentionally put a burden and pressure on an unborn child to fulfill something that was missing in us. That's one thing we did. And then the second thing we did, we never dealt with why and how, and we got into that situation to want to put the pressure unintentionally on that baby to love us, to love us. Y'all, it's the same thing as going into relationships when we put the pressure on the other person to fill us with love, to give us love, to be everything to us. That's not fair. And it wasn't fair to the little one, to our children either. Even though we were saying it not to be a bad thing. It was what it was. That's what we said, and that's what inevitably happen. And three, many of us had kids before we knew who we were ourselves. So we're out here trying to parent and be this, oh, I don't even know how to put it, like superhero type thing. Like we put so much pressure on parents to be perfect, to know everything, to do everything, and we don't know. We didn't know who we were most of the time. Like we don't really know who we are, what we want to do, how we are, until maybe after 25, 26. Now this isn't for all parents because some people did wait. Some people lived their lives and figured that out. Kudos to you. I wasn't one of them. Were you? Put it in chat if you did. But yeah, I just want you to take some time. In my coaching, I talk about undo to redo. Okay, undo to redo is this. It's like updating your internal software. Like your phone, you know, you get an update on your phone when you don't update it right away. Your phone be tripping. Okay, so it's the same thing when we don't update our own internal software. And our internal software is made up of our beliefs, our values, and our life experiences. And a lot of those times we stay stuck in like, okay, our kids are grown now, but I'm still vibing off the beliefs, the values, and the life experience that happened 18, 19, 20 something years ago. Okay. And now here we are at midlife. This is midlife. This is kind of a crisis when the kids are getting ready to leave. We pretty much midlife. We've been doing this a long time. That's why it gets frustrating and confusing when it's over. That's all I've been doing. That's all I know. Okay. This is an opportunity once those kids leave to sit back and reevaluate. Dang, is that belief something I should be holding on to right now in this season of my life where I am now? Does it fit? If it doesn't, you have the right and the opportunity to change it. Mm-hmm. You do. But a lot of times, accepting it, acknowledging it, adapting to it, and adjusting to it, that is over, that the full-time parenting is over, like you still a parent. It's just that you're not doing it full-time. They're not in your house and things like that. And now you still got to sit with what you never dealt with in the past. And you're still dealing with that belief that this child was supposed to love me unconditionally like nobody ever was in my life. My kid. And we forgot kids are people too. And just because of the idea that we had that our kids, the ideas that we had for them and what we thought they would be, they're people, they're individuals, and they're not us. So we have to be able to sit back and be like, oh, I did that. But that pressure of saying this baby is going to love me. And then when they grow up and they leave the house, they ain't calling me every day. I don't hardly hear from them. They're with their new beau. They're going with their friends' families. They're out living life and they forgot about me after everything I did for them. How dare they forget about the one who gave them everything? That's a lie. Like it was heavy just saying that. And that ain't a way that's not a beautiful way to live in this new season when in actuality, the reality of it all, y'all, is that it was a time period that God blessed us with our children. We did the best we could for the years we've had. We sacrificed, we put everything on hold to do what we didn't even know how to do in the first place. And now here we are in this season to be able to go back and focus and learn and understand who we've become, who we are, and how we've changed since the conception. Since over 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 years ago, 23, 24, however long those kids are. We have to go back and see, like, how did that happen? So again, you have to forgive yourself for putting that pressure on them to be your everything. That's number one. You have to. You have to. That burden, that guilt, that anger because they're not doing what I thought they would do. That anger, that frustration, that lack of control. The remedy for that is forgiveness. You have to forgive yourself for making them be your everything. Your everything. Yes, they are babies. We give them our all. That's what we're supposed to do. That's our responsibility. But they were never meant to be our everything, because if they're our everything, who are we to we? To us. I'm missing me. Okay? And then we have to go back, number two, and now that they're gone, we got to deal with what got us in that predicament in the first place. And a lot of times that might be counseling, that might be coaching, that might be therapy, whatever it is. That might be putting it in a journal. That might just be actually owning, accepting responsibility for some choices we made that wasn't necessarily the right ones. And then again, going back to being forgiving to ourselves. Like, I just didn't know no better. I was a kid. I was young. I'm not who I am now. And we have to allow ourselves to update that internal software so that heaviness won't stop us from moving forward. So we won't get stuck in transition, moving our wheels, like I said, stuck in mud, needing somebody to pull us out. I'm here to help pull you out that mud, period. You don't have to stay stuck there, but you do have to check within. You do have to check yourself. You do have to go back and look and see what you did, because a lot of the times the problems that we go through, we blame it on everything around us, and typically it's something within us that's making us see everything around us in a way where it ain't supposed to be. Oh, I lost my children. No, you didn't lose your children. You know exactly where they are. Like, you have to be mindful of what it is you're telling yourself. They just grew up. They're just out on their own. The time has ended. No, they don't call you any much. You don't give them a reason to call. Yeah, to check up on you. First of all, I love hearing from my kids. I'm not saying that they shouldn't, okay? But we have to be understanding that they're trying to figure it out too. Just as discombobulated as you are that they love, they're just as discombobulated. And every relationship is different. Some kids will call every single day, and some parents won't want to be bothered. Some kids won't call, and parents are pissed because why I didn't do that to my parents. I made sure I stayed in touch. Again, projecting what we would do and not just allowing them to be there, and not understanding that as I began to live my own life post-parenting and figuring out my own purpose and doing my own thing, this will also excite them and be like, what you doing over there? And have them want to be more involved in your life right now. Like, this is an opportunity for you to develop a whole new kind of relationship with your adult children. Not one where you're telling them what to do all the time. Not one where you have complete control. Not one where you're the master of all and they have to respect you, but one of mutual respect. One of, I'm going to respect you as a woman as you respect me as a woman. And I'm still your mom, but I'm such in a place where I have to also, again, this is post-parenting because I'm still a parent, show you how to live this life by showing you how, not telling you, by doing it for myself. That makes sense, okay? And then number three, we got to find out who we are. We got to find out who we are. That's why I say your post-parenting purpose. A lot of times your post-parenting purpose, y'all, is something that, well, oh my God, I used to want to do that before I had kids. I ain't doing that now because it's over. Okay, it might be over because you definitely have changed. You definitely have evolved. You might have some feelings that, kept you stuck, bound, whatever, but you might have some stuff that you did learn in this parenting season in life that will benefit, help you in this post-parenting purpose part of the new season of your life. You've learned so much. Oh, I'm not good at scheduling and this, that, and why not? You schedule appointments, you schedule basketball, you schedule school, you had the schedule every single time in the morning, afternoon, evening. It was a schedule. Who says you're not a scheduler and your administrative assistance, your administrative skills aren't up to par? See, that's just one example. There are so many things that we learned parenting that can help us in this post-parenting season of our lives that we have to embrace. Like, that's an added bonus for y'all. I'm just put that out there right now. But I need some of you to really admit, wow, I put the pressure on my kids to be my everything. And apologize to yourself. You don't necessarily have to apologize to them because they didn't know what you were doing. You probably forgot that you did it. But it makes it easier to let go and embrace the next season of your life because you're not putting that responsibility on them no more. It's no responsibility. So I'm going to end this here. I know a lot of people don't know how to do what I'm talking about right now, have never heard of it, don't know how to get in tune with themselves and things like that. But there's going to be a link in my bio where I will be doing a free masterclass. Just call Now What? Now what? Because I know that's the question I ask myself. Now what? Navigating life's changes to get to your right now purpose. If you find yourself there, click the link in my bio and schedule a call with me so we can talk to see if you're even a good fit for the free masterclass. Because I don't want you to waste your time. I don't want nobody to waste their time. But if you know you've been feeling lonely, you've been feeling guilty, you've been pissed because they're not doing what you told them to do, and you're stuck and you don't know what to do with yourself, and you feel like life, like that lady said, I feel dead inside because I don't know what to do with myself. Everything that I've done my whole life is gone. No, I want to help you instill a fresh perspective so that you can live and thrive and get your groove back. Y'all know I'm all about that groove. Grooving is dancing, loving life, enjoying, seeing stuff that's new and loving it. Okay, so I'm going to put a link in the bio. If you want to schedule a call with me to see if you will be a good fit for even the free masterclass, like, it's absolutely free and it's going to help you begin the process of finding your post-parenting purpose or your whatever it was purpose. When I say whatever it was, a lot of people are like, well, I wasn't just a parent, but I just, retire from this job that I've been on my whole life because I needed it to take care of my kids. But now I want to do what I've always wanted to do. That's post-parenting purpose. Okay? If you just need some navigation and some help, click the link, schedule a call. Don't be scared. This is your time and I'm here to help you because you don't have to spin your wheels and it don't have to take 6 months to a year, 3, 4, 5 for you to be stuck in that season of transition, missing the life that you were called to live, missing the opportunity to show our still adult children how it could be in this season of their life so they can see us as an example in how to do it. All right. I will holler at y'all later. I hope this wasn't too heavy. Put something in the chat to let me know that either you felt this, it was what you would, maybe it was what, or you never even thought about it like that, but you did one day say, this baby gonna love me for the rest of my life. At least somebody's gonna love me. I'm gonna have somebody who in this world will love me forever. If you ever said that, if you ever thought that, it wasn't that with bad intentions, but it's the idea of like putting that responsibility on a person who doesn't even know themselves yet either. It's our turn to figure out who we are and become and get intimately reacquainted with who we are now after the parenting, after the full-time parenting has ended. It's time, y'all. And I'm excited to see some of your journeys. And I'm looking forward to connecting with y'all. And I'm looking forward to you connecting with other people so that you can know this ain't it. So you can answer that dang on question. Now, what? All right. So I'll holler at y'all later. I hope this has been beneficial. Let me know. Please leave me something in the chat. And please schedule a call so that you can begin to find your post-parenting purpose. I holler.